Hi, everybody. My name is Mrs. Kennedy, if you don't know me. I used to teach your math lessons. But guess what? I'm teaching you writing now. I love writing. So your brains were all mathematician brains with me. Now you have to put on your author cap because writers, you are an author. Right. So our new unit is going to be all about small moments. But what in the world does that mean? For small moment writing, that's all first graders. All first graders learn about small moment writing. And this is when you focus on one specific thing that has happened to you and describe it in very good detail. So this has to be true. So we're going to really start thinking about all the cool things you have done and kind of zoom into one little moment in that very cool thing. We're going to use detail by adding describing words and trying to make the reader feel like they were there. You should be able to know exactly how you felt, what you saw, everything about that moment. And then by the end of today, you're going to be able to brainstorm and get your own idea for a small moment. All right, so you need a seed idea. For small moments, we have to start with a big topic. And I like to use a watermelon. Raise your hand if you like watermelon. Raise your hand if you think watermelon's yucky. A few of you, raise your hand if you've ever spit a watermelon seed out. Yeah, I see it. Okay, so we have a whole watermelon. They're pretty big, right? So that's the big topic. When you cut it up, it's a slice, and it gets a little bit smaller. But if you get even smaller, it's a seed. That is what our small moment is. So we're going to start thinking about a big topic first. What is something that could be a big topic? This is my brainstorm. My big topic is going to New York City. My small topic was going to the color factory. And my moment was going in the ball. Let me tell you about this. My big idea, right, was all about my trip to New York City. So my writing was on February break last year, my family and I went to New York City. This was before COVID. My face is in the way. I can't read my words. We did so many things. We saw Phantom of the Opera, went to Central Park and the zoo, visited museums, and went to the color factory. This was my first time staying there, and I can't wait to go back. So that's big. That's talking about my whole trip to New York City. What if I get a little bit smaller? I named all those places. Let's see, what one place could I focus on? The color factory. It's getting a little bit smaller. This was a cool place. While we were in New York City, we visited a very cool place called the Color Factory. There were so many colorful things to do there. You could play music with different colored instruments. You could dance on colorful dots. That's right here. And it was right here. You could play with sequins and go in the ball pit. There was also a large colorful display of ribbons hanging from the ceiling. And as we left, we even got a snack and a souvenir. It was so fun. So I took my big watermelon idea about New York City and got a little bit smaller just to talk about one thing that I did there. It happened in one day. My New York City trip was over a couple days. So then I'm narrowing it down to one day, which is the color factory. Now I'm going to narrow it down to a tiny moment. Which one of those moments do I want to write about? Look at this. It was the coolest thing ever, a giant ball pit. The best part about the color factory was going in the ball pit. There were so many balls, and the pit was the size of the whole room. You really look, it's the whole room. I jumped right in. I did. I'm a big kid. My daughters covered me up. We threw balls at each other and had fun chasing each other around. afterwards, my hair was so staticky that it stood up and went everywhere. It was a very fun time. So I started off with my big moment. Went over a couple days New York City trip. And then I got a little bit smaller and focused in on one day, the color factory. And then I got even smaller and something that only happened for a few minutes, the ball pit. All right, so that is my brainstorm. That is my thought. What could you do? Think of something you could use for your big topic. So, it says this topic could be more than one day long. Maybe it's a vacation that you went on. Maybe it was something you did on the weekend. Maybe it's something at school. Maybe it's a sleepover that you had with your cousin. Or if you went to the clubhouse or Darien Lake when it was open. Maybe sky zone or altitude. I don't know. But that could be a big topic. Now, find what slice would be from the big topic. Now it's just like a day or an activity. What could you do? Maybe if you went to the clubhouse, which one of the activities did you do? Because there's so many things there. And then you have to zoom in even more. You pick out a seed or a moment from that day that you could write about. It could only be just a couple of minutes when something happened. Right. So you are almost there, right? You are so close to getting it done. So let me show you what I want you to do, right? Because there is a graphic organizer in Kami that you're going to work on. So I'm going to show you that. So here is the graphic organizer that you have. First thing, name. So I'm going to write my name. Mrs. Kennedy. I'm not worried about the date. The big idea. And we're going to brainstorm 3 different moments that we could do and then pick which one. So this is something that I want you to do. Really think about the big idea. What could it be? Now, I did my vacation before, but I don't want to do that now. I'm going to do a sleepover that I had. So my big idea is my sleepover with Beth. I had a lot of those when I was little. She was my best friend. Now I'm going to narrow it down a little bit. So at the sleepover, we would always do a lot of fun things. We would bake. We always like to make cupcakes or muffins. We did our nails or did our hair or wash our face. We like to play outside. We played a lot of sports together. We watched movies. So those are all different slices of my big day, of my big idea. So maybe one of my small moments, I'm going to narrow down my watching a movie. So that's a slice. What is one moment when I'm watching a movie? So my small moment could be, when we watched a scary movie. So it could be the scary movie on that one part that made me jump. Oh my goodness. I was so scared. That one moment that made me jump. You know what? When we played outside, was my slice. If I take it down to the seed, we made a leaf pile and jumped in the leaf pile. So that could be another small moment. Remember, one short activity that you can write about. Jumped in the leaf pile. Jumped in the leaf pile. What else? your ideas. What else? We watched movies, and that's where the scary movie moment was. We played outside, and then I narrowed it down to jumping in the leaf pile. One day when we were washing our face and doing a little spa day, that's my slice, we got into a water fight. Oh my goodness. So that's my small moment. It only happened for a couple minutes, but I remembered it very well. A water fight. Fight, water fight. Okay. So now I have 3 small moments that I can choose from. Which one do you think I should do? You think I should write about the scary movie that made me jump? Should I write about jumping in the leaf pile? Or should I write about the water fight? Yeah, because it's fall, I'm going to go with this small moment. So tomorrow, I'm going to take this and we're going to work even more on going through that moment. Okay? So think about what watermelon idea you want to use. What big idea? What is something fun that you did, or an activity? Or maybe this is something fun. Maybe this is something where you got hurt. Maybe you went to the playground and you went down the slide and you got hurt. Oh, maybe you, I don't know, got a new pet. Maybe you went shopping. I know we've all been shopping. What if you went shopping and you narrowed it down into that one moment where you found the perfect toy or the perfect coat that you found, you wanted, and you loved it, and you got it? Or maybe you didn't get it. Think about a small moment. How are you going to break down that activity? Okay, so today, you need to take this sheet. Think about your big idea, your big topic. Remember, that can be a couple days. Even though my sleepover was only one night, I could break it down into smaller moments. This is just a few minutes. Right? So take a big idea or the big topic and break it down into 3 different moments, if you can think of 3. And then I want you to circle which one you were going to write about, because we're going to be spending a week on this, right? So make sure you really like your idea. A small moment that only happened for a couple of minutes. We're going to really shrink down, get the magnifying glass and the zoom into one teeny tiny spot. All right, make sure you fill this out, because tomorrow we're going to need your brainstorming ideas. Okay, I sure hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you tomorrow.